Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of RAYNz Gaming. My name is RAYNz, and today let's take a look at how to play Aphrodite. That's right, no jokes, no montages, no, not here. This is all about how to combo this god's abilities, how to basically make sure you're doing as well as possible with this sexy love goddess. And we're going to give you a build, we're going to talk about what her abilities do, how to use them, and basically how to be most effective against enemy opponents, and also how to support your teammates. The build here I'm going for is very support heavy, and I'm actually going to be picking up Traveler shoes to start with, which is a pair of shoes you might not often see or use. It gives you increased movement speed and increased HP 5, which for Aphrodite is very good, and especially because she's such a positional support. The number one, which you'll use to link to teammates and to give them healing, give them invulnerability, or to cause damage from afar to opponents they are attacking, is very, very AoE oriented. So a lot of times you'll be trying to hit a teammate, you'll be trying to hit one teammate, you hit another if they're grouped up, or you might be trying to hit an enemy and it goes to a teammate. So positioning is very important. Also, if you have the key to that teammate staying alive, such as, I don't know, they're about to die, you want to pop them with invulnerability because you can, link them, or you're running away and you need to link them and give them some heals. Having the potential to be in the right position and reposition in the right way fast enough is very important. So that's why I like the Traveler shoes. It's not something I've always done, but I find it to be valuable so far, and I like how it works. You guys can let me know what you think about that in the comment section below, but I find it valuable. Of course, you can build some cooldown reduction later into this build, and we'll talk about that at the end of the game. So Aphrodite's basic combo is her 1, 3, and 2. What that looks like is basically what I just showed you. It's a stun, it gives your partner increased damage, but it also allows you to get your 3 and your 2 off. If you were to do it in the other way around, you would actually back an opponent away from your 3 and not be able to guarantee that damage. That's why 1, 3, 2 is extremely important. You have to do it in that order to guarantee all of your damage at the same time. Now, one of the things I like to do as Aphrodite is if I'm being very aggressive, as you see the Emir getting into a little bit of trouble here, and the Cabroken crit getting that first kill. But what I like to do as Aphrodite is actually sometimes use my 1, use my 3, and then go behind the opponent as the Spirit Ball comes online for John Alam, taking out Blizzard. What that means is that I'll be able to go basically stun them, allow my teammates to know they're stunned, give whoever I'm linked to an additional damage bonus because of number 1, granting an additional 20% damage whenever I kiss someone and I'm already linked to an opponent. It's called jealousy, and it's thematic, right? Aphrodite is linked to you, and then she kisses somebody else, you get enraged and you do a little bit more damage. Enraged, you do a little bit more damage, as you just saw there. The combo came out, and the damage from the Cabroken was just too much. So one of the things I like to do is use my stun, use my 3, then go behind an opponent and back off because it's in a circular radius, and use that back off to push them actually behind my team. As you see there, I pushed her to the side, but if I went a little bit farther, I would have pushed that Emir backwards if I was in front of him. And so that's one of the things you can do as Aphrodite to really put somebody in a bad spot. Now, I like to play aggressive, and I think it's possible because when you use your 1, 3, 2, what that means is you're getting a stun. That person is basically stun locked, right, as you can see right there, but also you're healing yourself. So you've got your life coming back to you. So even if you get a little bit of damage, you get a little bit of focus, you have some life coming back to you in the form of that heal. Now, of course, as Aphrodite, you also have invulnerability with your number 4, which is called Undying Love. It can be up to a 2-second peel, but basically 2-second capability of granting you and a partner who you're linked to invulnerability, which removes all crowd control effects and allows you to really do your job well in terms of getting this combo off and basically getting back to base safely. You see me picking up Rod of Asclepius here, and the reason I picked this up is it's very support heavy. What it means is that the build first of all, Rod of Asclepius just got, as you see, I did it to the Hades there, and I pushed him back into the Isis ult, but it actually was not enough because the Isis ult saved it for the Emir, and we do go ahead and take him out. However, the Hades is being pursued, and wow, okay, that was like 2 ults for like a dude who didn't have that much health. I don't know if we needed 2 ults for that one, but hey, I guess he's definitely dead. He's been sent back to the underworld for this time at least. You see I back off there into the Cabroken Tremble towards the center a little bit closer, and the Spear Ball from John Alam is off point. Now I'm getting taken into the Hades ult, but I use my vulnerability now. Like I said, it removes all CC, so if you're getting pulled by a Khepri, if you're getting in Hades Ultimate, which is very hard to get out of in Season 3 because beads do not last long enough to allow you to do that, then basically what happens is you could just press Aphrodite's Ultimate, she can get out of that for up to 2 seconds when it's fully maxed. Now, the thing is, when you're playing with somebody like a Cabroken or somebody who's initiating and has a lot of damage, what you want to do is actually maybe max your 1 before you max your ultimate. The thing is, 1 second of invulnerability or 0.8 seconds can usually get the job done to get you out of the immediate trouble that you're in, right? You still have Aegis, you still have maybe Sprint to get you out of there, or some active. Part of it is usually just the CC you want to remove. But the jealousy damage bonus, when you upgrade your number 1, which is called Kiss, what it means is that your partner will be getting an increased 20% damage. That's right. That means when I just hit this Hades here, you see the little jealousy things go over Kabrakan's head. For 5 seconds, he's got 20% increased damage. Right now, it's only 4% because it's not leveled up. But if you level up that 1, that's 20% damage that Kabrakan is going to be adding onto his damage. Which is, I mean, I don't think Kabrakan needs more damage. I don't know. Should we check? Should we? Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, he doesn't need more damage. I just checked with everyone in the world. No, he doesn't need more damage, but he's going to get it if you're linked up with Aphrodite. That's why Kabrakan and Aphrodite can potentially be one of the most dangerous, one of the most potent combos in terms of initiating in Arena. Now, you see, I'm trying to go for the Hades, but I actually hit the Neath there with my Kiss, and that's one of the things that will happen. You have to be very positionally aware as an Aphrodite because of the fact that your Kiss will actually prioritize an ally. If it's in the same hitbox or in the same AoE, it will prioritize hitting the ally instead of actually hitting the opponent. And that is one thing to be aware of. The crit goes in, finishes off Nightwing, we get some minions into the base, and life is good. Back off for number 2 has a little bit of a slow component to it, 25% for 2 seconds, which is not too shabby. But you see here, this is a great example of what Aphrodite can do. I go ahead with my Traveler Shoes, I hit over to the Kabrakan, and I pop my ultimate, saving him from the Ao Kuang, who activates his ultimate, and actually it gets rebuffed. It gets basically denied because my ultimate is making him immune. So when I use that ult onto Kabrakan, I go ahead and say the hot saves because the Traveler Shoes and my ability to link up and also go ahead and hit my ultimate, my invulnerability, Undying Love, allowed him to stay alive. I'm telling him to go ahead and basically follow me because I want to work this combo a little bit more. Now, Crit and I had a moment where later on, after a couple games, it didn't really work because he was being a little more aggressive than I was anticipating, and that's one of the things you have to think about. As Aphrodite, sometimes if you're just linking only one target, you need to be careful because what that means is if that target and you are not in sync, you might be wasting potential healing for your team. If I'm trying to basically make sure my heal is on Crit, but he runs a little too far ahead, and now I'm not linked with anyone, that heal, that double healing that could have been basically just more healing, more life onto my team in this team fight, doesn't get utilized, and that's a problem. It may mean the difference between them being able to pick up your teammate or not. As you see the damage coming out from my combo, and I basically went in ahead of the Hades and used my back off. Again, pushing them towards the center of the Kabrakan Tremble, which is already very hard to get out of. You see the 3 come out, my back off is a little bit off, but you see the Kabrakan there with 20% damage doing quite a job onto the Neath, forcing her Sanctuary, actually forcing her Purification Beads. You guys will, in my videos, notice I call Sanctuary Aegis. It's because basically the entire time of Smite, it was called Aegis, so I do apologize for that. The Ao Kuang is almost there. I use my back off to basically just back them off, and I also slow them for, again, 2 seconds, which is a decent slow, and it just applied to 3 people. Aphrodite, in this way, played this way as a support, but also a damage dealing support, will really be a hard thing to deal with for the team. Your heal will hurt a lot when you build her more damage, magical power oriented, but also when you pick up these items, you're going to be supporting your team even more. I'm going into Spear of the Magi, Spear of the Magus, right? And the reason Spear of the Magus isn't picked right now very much is because Obsidian Shard for solo mages is a little bit more guaranteed damage. Spear is better, however, if you're looking to help another teammate who has magical damage do their job more efficiently, right? Because with Obsidian Shard, I only get the 33% magical penetration, but that's on everything. But with Spear of the Magus, I can actually apply those stacks, and those stacks can help to somebody else. So for instance, if I apply those 3 stacks onto Ao Kuang, for instance, which just happened, that means that my Kabrakan can take advantage of that additional penetration as well with his abilities, whereas Obsidian Shard would not be the case. That would just be my abilities hit 33% harder, but Kabrakan, his abilities would hit the same amount of time. So now I'm increasing his damage by 20% with the kisses. I'm giving him the stacks of the Spear of the Magus. This is a great combo. This honestly, this build, this combo, it just synergizes so well. You see the Ao Kuang going, but the reactionary bubble of love, the undying love, unyielding love, saves him again from the Ao Kuang execute, and he needs to be thanking my butt for the hot saves. There you go, and that is really why positioning is so important. Keeping your kiss important, your link is so important in a team fight, because everything you're doing is doubled. It's like double that healing. If you have a total of 5,000 and 5,000 healing on each team, 5,000 health, right? You get taken out to 3,000, but then your healing basically turns you back up to 4,000 after you've been taken out 3,000. That means if you've taken out the same amount as your team, right, as their team, as you see the damage in the combo right there, perfect explanation and showcase of that. If it's the same amount of damage you guys as teams have taken off, say you've both taken off 2,000 damage, but I heal up another 1,000 versus another 500, that means we're at 4,000 team health rather than, again, 3,500, and that makes a difference in a total team fight. If it's going to waste, you're just wasting it, and that is the problem. I don't like to see that going to waste, so it's important to make sure that you and your target are in the same space here. I pop my sprint, and it looks like Alquang, since he's blinked, cannot catch up with me, so he decides to head back and just take care of that buff. But you see my healing there going from about 400, now I'm at 849. That's basically about 400 damage. 400 health that I am healing for, and the Alquang blinked, trying to go towards me. Actually, he must have his execute available, but I actually stun him with my kiss and allow crit with the jealousy bonus to go ahead and finish him off really, really easily. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. I'm actually going into Rod of Tahuti after this. Actually, it might have been Chronos Pendant that I was going into, and then for the extra cooldown reduction, which would allow me to get my abilities off more often, do more damage, and of course, Rod of Asclepius giving me the movement speed and the healing. So with Traveler Shoes and Rod of Asclepius, you're going to have a ton of movement speed. Your positioning is going to be very, very good, especially for newer players. It will help you to get in the right position at the right time without having to play it perfectly. One of the things about Aphrodite, again, like I said, is positioning. You see the 2-0 and 17. It's a very, very good score for an Aphrodite. You may not get a ton of kills, but your assists and your saves are really the most important thing. Remember, like I said in my Guardians video, there is no stat for life saves, and that's the thing with Aphrodite. When you play her, you're going to be saving a lot of lives, and hopefully your teammates are giving you the love you deserve. Remember to keep your link on people as much as possible, and to heal not only the person you're initiating with, but to be aware of teammates who need your healing or need your invulnerability, and to go ahead and help them out with either your number 3, your Lovebirds, which is healing per tick and also does damage onto your teammates, or, you know what, save them with your 4. Here you see the damage numbers, and you see I get almost top player damage. I mean, I was a little bit behind Broken, I guess, but I was giving him that 20% damage anyway. I think he was 20% higher than me. I think that's why he's 20% higher than me, because he had 20% damage the whole game. No, but he did a great job. I had about 7,000 healing, and that makes a difference. That team didn't. So say we all did 50,000 damage to each other. Well, now we've got, now he basically only did 43,000 damage to us. That's a big deal. That's why we did so well. And of course, this combo, Broken and Aphrodite, it's OP. You guys play this? Check it out. Check it out. I'm calling this OP combo right now one of the best in the game. Somebody tell me something else. I'll try it out maybe in a video. We could even do OP combo videos. You guys like, that's a cool idea. Maybe do some OP combo videos. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed this video on how to play Aphrodite. You could finish this build up with, again, Chronos Pendant, Rod of Tahuti, and maybe go into something like Voidstone if you need a little bit more protection. Or you can go even into Breastplate of Valor if you want full cooldown. The thing is, I love the damage for the increased heal, and of course the extra pressure you can provide, knowing that you can get out safely and also provide that healing and safety with your ultimate to a teammate as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know who you would like to see how to play next on, and I'll be doing my best to get these out to you guys sooner than later, because I know these help players who want to get better at these gods perform at a higher level. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's the best way to support me in this channel and videos like this becoming more relevant and more popular in the Smite community. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my name is RAYNz. Remember to never give up. Wow, let me start that again. Rewind. Remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, I make mistakes. I make mistakes too. Come on, I don't always hit them with the perfect intro. Love you guys. Later.